Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along and see it's true, but the world is pretty cold. You might.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Blue, and today I'm gonna do a recap on the trades that I took for Thursday and Friday, August the 26th and 27th. So the first thing I was looking at SPX. I only took one trade on Thursday. So we had these 5 consecutive 2-minute candles that was all red, and we had this long wick that was a stuff candle. So as I got the pullback right here and another red candle, and this candle pushed up under it, I took a position and I was risking off the highs of this stuff candle. So as you see, we got a big dump out right in here, and I had an order sitting down here that took me out. I'm gonna bring over a screenshot that I took so you can see it. So it was when it started recovering. I couldn't actually change my order fast enough so that I can get out earlier, but as you see, I ended up getting out. I got in at 250 and got out at 246. So that was a $210 profit that I made, and that was all that I took for that day. And on Friday, I ended up taking, I believe it was 3 positions. It might have been 4. Let me see. 1, 2. Yeah, it was 3 positions I ended up taking. So on Friday, what I was looking at was I ended up taking a position on CEMI. Hold on, let me check and see. I'm looking over on my other screen because I got stuff pulled up over here too. So I actually ended up taking some puts on the SPX, but it was kind of an accident. So I'm gonna show you what I had, but it was kind of an accident, these first puts that I took. I was trying to get long or back calls, but ended right in here, I believe it was, but I ended up in the wrong side, and as it pushed down, I ended up taking it out for like $5 or something. So I had to reassess things because I kind of missed my entry, and as we had these candles start to form, this made another pullback, and as this candle broke up over this one, I took a position for it to push up at least to right here. This was the highs, the all-time highs. So, but I had an order sitting out. So what I ended up getting filled at was 225. So when it pushed up, it filled me over here, and I got taken out up here at 430, which made me like 205. So I ended up for that, but then I ended up taking a trade on, let me see, CEMI for, was that CEMI for yesterday? Yeah, it was. So I took a position on that, and we had the big gap up in the morning. So I ended up taking it as it closed this candle, because it came down, it formed under VWAP, and when it opened, and once it pushed up and closed, I took the next candle to break, and I was looking for actually a breakout, but I added to it, and this one I seen that we started getting this little curl right here. So I ended up adding to it for the breakout, but got it pulled against me. So I ended up taking it off right here when it closed under my entry candle. And that was that trade. I ended up losing, let me see, I ended up losing, I think it was like $10 or something like that. Yeah, 10.97 for that one. And then later I took another one on, I believe it was something like this. Let me check. I ended up taking the second one on NNA. So I got NNA. So I took a position on that, and I saw that we was making the higher lows, and it closed over VWAP. So I was looking for it to continue because we was making higher lows and higher highs. And once it pulled back the VWAP, and it showed that it was holding it, and it broke over this candle right here, I took it long and ended up stopping out as it closed under VWAP and under my entry candle, or not my entry candle, but this pivot right here, this small pivot. So I took it off, and later on it ended up breaking out and going, but I missed all of that. But it looked like we got a lot of stocks that had momentum for Thursday and Friday. So hopefully in the small caps, we got more people coming in and getting more momentum. So that's a good thing. Hopefully I could get some good trades off of that. But I'll continue to trade SPX and trade small on these low float stocks, small caps, to see if I can figure out how I want to trade those and get a little better at that. But anyways, that's all the trades that I ended up taking. I made 190 this day because I lost a couple bucks on that trade too. So it was like $8 or something like that. So I ended up making 190 that day and 210 on Thursday, which put me up $400 for the 2 days. And I'm cool with that. That made me green on a week. Probably gonna end up closing this month out green if I don't screw it up Monday and Tuesday. Well, anyways, that's it for those trades that I took. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment, and we'll be back at y'all later. Deuces.